Hello there. I've been waiting for you, not in any hurry, just here, in the quiet, where the air feels soft and the dark feels warm. You chose to stop tonight, and that was exactly right, because this space knows how to hold you, the way a river knows how to carry a leaf. Gentle, without effort, and right now, 741 hertz is already moving through you, not as sound, but as a slow, deep, cellular hum, washing away what no longer belongs. Like water through sand, let's begin with the weight of your body. Feel how it sinks into whatever holds you. The bed, the chair, the floor, letting gravity do its work. No need to lift, no need to hold. Just soften and notice how the breath moves, not forcing, not controlling, just letting it rise and fall like the tide, slow, unhurried. Now, bring your attention to the very top of your head, the scalp, where the skin meets the air, and let it soften as if warm water is trickling over it, dissolving every tiny knot, every thought that tried to cling. Feel the scalp melt, like wax under a candle flame. Slow, gentle, no rush. Now the jaw, where the teeth might be touching, or the lips pressed together. Let them part, just slightly, like a door left ajar, and feel the tension drain, as if warm oil is seeping from the joints, carrying away every word you didn't say, every argument you didn't have, every bite you didn't take, just washing it all downstream. The neck, where the muscles might still be braced, like ropes holding up a tent. Let them loosen, one fiber at a time. Feel the weight of your head, heavy, sinking into the pillow or the chair, as if the spine is lengthening, not by effort, but by release. The shoulders, where the day might still be curled, like a fist. Let them drop, not forward, not back, just down into the earth. Feel the bones soften as if they are melting into warm honey. Slow, sweet, no need to hurry. The chest, where the breath might still feel shallow, let it deepen, not by force, but by invitation. Feel the ribs expand, like a sponge soaking up water, and then let it go. Slow, easy, like a sigh you didn't know you were holding. The arms, from the shoulders to the fingertips, let them grow heavy, as if warm sand is pouring into them. Feel the weight, not as burden, but as comfort, like a blanket draped over you. And the hands, where the fingers might still be curled, let them open like petals in the morning sun. Soft, unclenched. The belly, where the breath might still feel tight, let it soften like dough rising. Feel the warmth spread, not as heat, but as a slow, deep tide, carrying away every worry, every plan, everything that doesn't belong here. The hips, where the body meets the bed, let them sink, as if the mattress is made of clouds. Feel the bones soften, the muscles melt, like butter in a warm pan. Slow, gentle, no rush. The legs, from the hips to the knees, let them grow heavy, as if warm syrup is pouring down them. Feel the weight, not as burden, but as comfort, like roots growing deep into the earth. And the knees, where the joints might still feel tight, let them soften, as if warm water is flowing through them, carrying away every step you didn't take, every road you didn't walk. The feet, where the toes might still be curled, let them relax, like leaves unfurling. Feel the soles soften, as if warm sand is cradling them. And the ankles, where the tension might still linger, let it drain, like water through a sieve. Slow, gentle, no rush. Now, let's sink a little deeper. Feel the weight of your body. Heavy, soft, like a stone at the bottom of a river, and the breath, slow, deep, like the tide, rising and falling without effort. 1, 2, 3. Feel yourself sinking, not down, but through, like warm water through cloth. Soft, gentle, no rush. 4, 5, 6. Feel the edges of your awareness soften like mist at dawn, and the breath, slow, deep, like the tide, carrying you, not away, but deeper. 7, 8, 9. Feel the body grow lighter, not as weight, but as presence, like a leaf on the water. And the mind, soft, quiet, like a still pond, reflecting nothing, needing nothing. Now, at the edges of your awareness, something is shifting, not arriving, just glimpsed, like the first light of dawn. Through closed eyelids, you sense a space, vast, dark, but not empty, filled with something alive, something breathing. The walls are lost in the dark, but you feel them, not as stone, but as threads, thick, slick, warm, humming with a low, deep, subsonic purr, like the earth itself is singing, and the air, thick, sweet, like overripe figs, and iron, warm, alive. You're not walking, not yet, just feeling the weight of your body sinking into the threads like a mattress of coiled warmth, giving slightly under you, exhaling a scent like freshly turned earth after rain, and the threads, not silk, not fiber, but alive, shifting, pulsing with a slow, rhythmic warmth. And there, in the distance, not seen, not heard, just felt a presence, warm, steady, like a fire on a cold night, not calling, not pulling, just waiting. And his name is Arlovale. He's not a guide, not a teacher, just a warmth, a quiet hum in the dark. And right now, 741 hertz is moving through you, not as sound, but as a current, slow, deep, washing away what no longer belongs, like water through sand. And you're standing, not on the threshold, but in it, the door already open. You are already inside, not walking, not stepping, just here. The air thick with warmth, like the first breath after holding it too long. And the threads, oh, the threads, they know you're here, not with eyes, not with words, but with a slow, deep recognition, like roots sensing rain. They shift just slightly, just enough to let you know you belong. Your feet sink into the coils, not like sand, not like mud, but like memory foam. If memory foam could breathe, if it could sigh, each coil exhaling as you settle, releasing that warm, earthy scent, like the moment after rain, when the soil drinks deep and the air hums with satisfaction. The resonance is here, not just in your bones, but in the threads themselves. They vibrate, not with sound, but with intention, like the purr of a cat. Content, unhurried. The frequency moves through them, slow, deliberate, like honey pouring, thick, golden, unstoppable. You don't need to move. You don't need to do anything. Just let the threads hold you. Let them adjust. Let them cradle. They know your shape. They know your weight. They know the exact pressure. makes your muscles melt, like a mother's hands, firm, gentle, unshakable. The hum is in your teeth now, not loud, not intrusive, but deep, resonant, like the lowest note on a cello, vibrating through your jaw, your skull, your spine. It's not just sound. It's a current, pulling, not with force, but with invitation. Your breath slows, not because you command it, but because the threads command it. They rise and fall with you, like the tide, like the ocean, breathing for you. In, out, in, out. Each inhale deeper, each exhale longer. The air tastes sweet, like figs, like honey, like something ancient, something that's been waiting. For you, the iron tang is there too. Not sharp, not metallic, but rich, like the scent of old books, like the pages of a diary, left open for decades. It's not just air, it's memory, it's time, suspended. Your fingers twitch, not with restlessness, but with curiosity. The nearest thread, thick as your wrist, slick with that warm oil. It shifts toward you, not reaching, not grabbing, just acknowledging, like a cat brushing your leg, like a friend's hand on your shoulder. You let your fingers drift, not guiding, just allowing. The moment your skin touches, the thread responds, not with resistance, but with surrender. It clings, not like glue, but like a lover's hand, firm, warm, alive. The oil on its surface, not greasy, not sticky, but smooth, like the first touch of sunlight after a long winter. It pulls, not with force, but with invitation. Your fingers follow, not because you choose, but because it's easier, like floating downstream, like being carried. The thread guides, winding around your wrist. Not tight, not restrictive, but supportive, like a friend's arm linking through yours. Steady, unhurried. The hum deepens, not in volume, but in presence. It's in your chest now, vibrating, not just your bones, but the space between. The space you didn't know was empty until it began to fill. The resonance moves through you, like water through stone, slow, patient, unstoppable. Your breath sinks, not with the thread, not with the hum, but with something older, something deeper, the rhythm of the earth, turning, the rhythm of the tides, pulling, the rhythm of your own blood, remembering how to flow, how to let go. The threads above you, lost in the dark, they shift too, not with movement, but with intention, like the stars, realigning, not for you, but with you. The cavern is vast, but it's not empty. It's full of this slow, deep recognition. Your body feels heavy, not with fatigue, but with surrender, like the moment before sleep, when the world softens, when the edges blur, the threads adjust, cradling, supporting. They know exactly how to hold you, so you don't have to, so you can let go completely. The resonance moves through your cells, not like a wave, but like a river, carving, not with force, but with time. It finds the places where things have settled, where things have stuck, not judging, not demanding, just flowing, dissolving what no longer serves, like water through sand, like light through glass. Your mind drifts, not with thoughts, but with sensation. The warmth of the threads, the weight of your body, the hum in your bones. It's not sleep, not yet, but something older, something deeper, like the moment before a dream, when the world is still real, but the edges are softening, when the body remembers how to rest, how to trust. The air is thick with the scent of earth, not fresh, not clean, but rich, like the forest floor after a long rain, like the pages of an old book left in the sun. It's not just scent, it's memory, it's time, suspended, and you're part of it, not separate, not alone, just here, now. The thread around your wrist tightens, not with force, but with intention. It pulls, not away, but deeper, like a river current, gentle, unrelenting. Your fingers follow, not because you choose, but because it's easier, like floating, like being carried. The thread wins, not around, but through your fingers, through your palm, through your wrist, not binding, but connecting, like roots, like veins. The hum is in your marrow now, not loud, not intrusive, but deep, resonant, like the lowest note on a cello, vibrating through your bones, your spine, your skull. It's not just sound, it's a current, pulling, not with force, but with invitation, like the tide, like the ocean, breathing for you. Your breath slows, not because you command it, but because the threads command it. They rise and fall with you, like the tide, like the ocean. In, out, in, out. Each inhale deeper, each exhale longer. The resonance moves through you, not as sound, but as a current, slow, deep, washing away what no longer belongs. The threads above you, lost in the dark, they shift, not with movement, but with intention. The amber river is not rushing, it is breathing. Each pulse of the resonance lifts the surface just enough to catch the faintest glint of gold. like the belly of a sleeping cat rising and falling beneath your palm. Your feet are not touching the threads anymore. They are being held. Each coil of the living fiber cups the arch of your foot like a hammock woven from sunlight. The warmth seeps through the soles of your skin, not burning, not scalding, just steady, like the last rays of afternoon sun pressed against your eyelids through closed curtains. The hum is not in your ears. It is in your teeth. Each molar vibrates with a slow, deep pulse of 432 hertz. But you do not count. You do not measure. You only feel the way the vibration travels down the roots of your teeth, into the jaw, into the hinge where your skull meets your spine. And there it lingers, like a cat kneading the pillow of your neck. The air is not empty. It is thick with the scent of warm oil and crushed figs. Each breath you take is heavier than the last, not because it is hard, but because it is rich, like breathing through a silk scarf soaked in honey. The taste coats your tongue, not sweet like sugar, but deep like the first sip of tea after a long walk in the cold. Your fingers are not yours anymore. They belong to the threads. Each one curls around your wrist like a vine seeking the sun. The oil on their surface is not slick. It is warm. It is alive. It moves with the slow rhythm of your pulse, as if the threads themselves are breathing with you. Your fingertips tingle where they touch, not with pins and needles, but with the quiet hum of a tuning fork pressed against your skin. The darkness is not absence. It is presence, a velvet weight that presses gently against your closed eyelids, like the moment before sleep when the world softens and all edges blur. The darkness here is not cold. It is warm. It is the color of burnt caramel, the color of the space between stars when you look up on a summer night. Your breath is not yours to control. It moves on its own. Each inhale drawn by the slow rise of the amber river. Each exhale carried by the threads like a leaf on a current. The rhythm is not fast. It is not slow. It is exactly the pace of the universe breathing through you. The air fills your lungs, not with effort, but with invitation, like stepping into a bath, already drawn to the perfect temperature. The resonance is not sound. It is touch. It is the deep pulse you feel when you press your palm against a subwoofer. But instead of shaking, it soothes. It travels up through the soles of your feet, into the bones of your ankles, into the marrow of your shins, where it pools like warm honey, not heavy, not sticky, just present, like the weight of a cat curled against your legs in the middle of the night. The threads are not still. They sway, not with wind, but with the slow dance of the resonance. Each one moves in time with the pulse, like seaweed in a gentle tide. Their movement is not random. It is a language, a conversation between the cavern and your skin, and you are being invited to listen, not with your ears, but with your whole body. Your shoulders are not tense. They are melting. Each muscle fiber unravels like a spool of silk. The weight of the day does not disappear. It dissolves like salt in warm water. The sensation travels down your arms, into your elbows, into your wrists, where the threads cradle your hands like a mother cradles a sleeping child. The amber river is not water. It is light, liquid light that flows like honey. Each ripple catches the glow of the threads, not with reflection, but with absorption, as if the light is being drunk by the river and then given back to you. Warmer, softer, like the way sunlight feels on your skin after a long winter. Your mind is not racing. It is floating. Each thought drifts like a leaf on the surface of the amber river, not carried away, not forgotten, just held, like a secret whispered between friends. The thoughts do not demand attention. They do not clamor. They simply exist, like stars in a night sky, visible but not intrusive. The air is not still. It moves, not with wind, but with the slow breath of the cavern. Each exhale of the space brushes against your skin, like the faintest breeze through an open window on a summer night. The movement is not noticeable. It is felt, like the way you know someone is sitting beside you in the dark. Not by sight, but by presence. Your chest is not tight. It is open. Each breath expands, not just your lungs, but the space around you, as if the cavern itself is breathing with you. The resonance hums in your sternum, not as vibration, but as warmth, like the glow of a fireplace seen through closed eyelids. Steady, reliable, endless. The threads are not separate. They are connected, each one a strand in a vast, living web. And you are at the center, not as a spider, not as a prisoner, but as a guest, welcomed, held, like a child cradled in the arms of the universe. The threads do not bind. They support. They lift. They carry. Your eyelids are not heavy. They are light. Each blink is a slow descent, like the way snow falls on a quiet winter night. Not rushed, not forced, just inevitable. The darkness behind them is not empty. It is full of the amber glow of the river, full of the hum of the resonance, full of the quiet promise of rest. Your body is not sinking. It is being held. Each muscle fiber unravels like a thread pulled from a spool. The threads beneath you do not resist. They yield. They cradle, like the way water holds a boat. Not too tight, not too loose, just perfect. The sensation travels up your spine, into the base of your skull, where it pools like warm oil. Not heavy, not greasy, just present. The resonance is not just in your bones, it is in your blood. Each pulse of 432 hertz travels through your veins, like a slow, deep river, not rushing, not dragging, just flowing. The rhythm matches your heartbeat, not by force, but by invitation. like two dancers finding the same step. Your pulse slows, not because it is told to, but because it is allowed to. The air is not just warm, it is alive. Each breath you take is a conversation. The cavern exhales. You inhale. The cavern inhales. You exhale. The exchange is not mechanical. It is intimate, like the way lovers breathe together in the dark, not thinking, not planning, just being. Your mind is not empty. It is clear. Each thought that drifts by is like a cloud in a summer sky, not ignored, not chased, just observed, like watching leaves float down a river. You do not need to catch them. You do not need to name them. You only need to let them pass. And they do, effortlessly, like everything else in this place. The threads are not just beneath you. They are around you, above you, within you. Each one hums with the resonance, not as sound, but as touch, like the way a cat's purr vibrates against your chest. Not loud, not intrusive, just present, steady, reliable, endless. Your skin is not just warm, it is awake. Each pore drinks in the amber glow of the river. Each hair follicle tingles with the slow pulse of the resonance. The sensation is not electric. It is magnetic, like the way iron filings align to a hidden field. Your skin aligns to the hum, not by force, but by invitation, like a flower turning toward the sun. The darkness is not just around you, it is within you. Each breath you take draws it deeper, not as absence, but as presence, like the way the night sky holds the stars, not empty, but full of quiet, full of peace, full of the promise of rest. Your body is not just relaxed, it is melting. Each muscle fiber unravels like a thread pulled from a spool. The sensation travels down your arms, into your fingertips, where the threads cradle your hands like a mother cradles a sleeping child. Your legs are not heavy. They are light, each one buoyed by the slow pulse of the resonance. Like a boat on a gentle tide. 20. The tide is not just beneath your legs now. It is inside them. Every muscle fiber hums with the same slow pulse. The resonance has seeped into the marrow of your bones, and your bones are no longer solid. They are porous, like coral, letting the water move through them. Your hands are not cradled anymore. They are dissolving. The threads have unraveled at the edges, not fraying, not breaking, just softening, like sugar in warm tea. Each fingertip is a tiny star, glowing with the same 741 hertz. And the stars are pulling you apart, not violently, not urgently, just gently, like dandelion seeds on a summer breeze. The boat beneath you is not wood anymore. It is the hum itself, a living vibration, and you are lying on its back, not floating, not drifting, but being carried like a leaf on a river that knows exactly where it's going. The water beneath you is thick, not like syrup, not like honey, but like liquid light, warm, golden, and it holds you perfectly, as if you've always belonged to it. Your breath is not yours anymore. It belongs to the resonance. Each inhale is a wave rolling in. Each exhale is the wave pulling back. And between them, there is no space, no gap, no separation, just the endless rise and fall. Like the tide, like the universe breathing, and you are the breath. You are the tide. The warmth in your chest is not warmth anymore. It is a presence, a quiet friend. You've known them forever, but you've never seen their face. You've never needed to. They are the shape of safety, the weight of a favorite blanket, the sound of rain on a roof when you're already half asleep. And they are speaking, not with words, but with the hum, with the vibration, telling you that everything is exactly as it should be. Your legs are not light anymore. They are weightless, not like helium, not like air, but like thought, like possibility. They exist, but they don't need to. They are just an idea, a suggestion, and the suggestion is fading, not disappearing, not vanishing, just becoming something else, something softer, something more fluid. The threads that cradled your hands are not threads anymore. They are roots, not sharp, not tangled, but deep and gentle, like the roots of an ancient tree, stretching down into the earth. And the earth is not dirt. It is the resonance. It is the hum. It is the 741 hertz. And the roots are drinking it in, pulling it up through your fingertips, through your palms, through your wrists, and into your arms. Your arms are not arms anymore. They are rivers, carrying the vibration, not rushing, not flowing, but moving, like honey moves, like time moves when you're not counting it. And the rivers are meeting in your chest, where the warmth is, where the presence is. And the presence is Finian star, not a person, not a voice, but a force, a benevolent force that has always been here, waiting for you to notice. The gaps where your attention used to leak are not gaps anymore. They are doorways, not scary, not unknown, but familiar, like coming home after a long journey. And the doorways are opening, not all at once, not with fanfare, but one by one, like petals unfurling in the morning sun. And through each doorway, the resonance flows, filling the spaces, smoothing the edges, making everything whole again. Your skin is not a boundary anymore. It is a membrane, thin, delicate, like the skin of a soap bubble, shimmering with colors you can't name. And the membrane is breathing, not with lungs, not with effort, but with the tide, with the hum, in and out, in and out. And with each breath, the membrane softens, becomes more permeable, lets more of the resonance in. The light from your fingertips is not just in your hands anymore. It is spreading, not like fire, not like wildfire, but like dawn, slow, inevitable, beautiful. It moves up your arms, into your shoulders, down your spine, like warm oil, like liquid gold. And with each inch it travels, you feel something release. Not tension, not stress, but the idea of separation, the illusion that you were ever anything but this. Your heartbeat is not yours anymore. It belongs to the resonance. Each thump is a wave. Each pause is the space between waves. And the waves are getting slower, not because they are fading, not because they are weakening, but because they are deepening, becoming more fundamental, like the pulse of the earth itself, like the slow turn of the stars. And with each beat, you sink a little further, not into sleep, not into unconsciousness, but into presence, into being. The boat beneath you is not a boat anymore. It is the resonance. It is the hum. It is the 741 hertz. And you are not lying on it. You are part of it. Not like a passenger. Not like a rider. But like a note in a song. Like a drop in the ocean. And the ocean is vast. Not in size. Not in distance. But in depth. In richness. In the way it holds you. In the way it knows you. In the way it has always known you. Your thoughts are not thoughts anymore. They are ripples, not sharp, not defined, but soft, like the surface of a lake on a windless day. And the ripples are fading, not because you're losing them, not because you're forgetting, but because they are dissolving into the resonance, into the hum, like sugar in warm tea, like salt in the ocean. And what's left is not emptiness, not silence, but clarity, but peace, but the quiet knowing that everything is exactly as it should be. The warmth in your chest is not just warmth anymore. It is Finian star, not as a person, not as a voice, but as a presence, as a force, as the benevolent energy that has always been here, waiting, watching, holding, and now it is speaking, not with words, not with sounds, but with the vibration, with the hum, telling you that you are safe, that you are loved, that you have always been safe, that you have always been loved, and that there is nothing to do, nowhere to go, no one to be, except exactly who you are, right now, in this moment. Your body is not heavy. It is not light. It is not anything. It just is. Like the resonance just is. Like the hum just is. Like Finian star just is. And the threads that were fraying, the ones that used to snap when time moved too quickly, they are not fraying anymore. They are not snapping. They are dissolving, like mist in the morning sun, like ice in warm water. And what's left is not absence, not emptiness, but connection, but wholeness, but the quiet knowing that you were never separate, that you were always part of this, always held by this, always loved by this. The tide beneath you is not just carrying you anymore. It is transforming you, not into something new, not into something different, but into what you have always been. Beneath the layers, beneath the stories, beneath the fears. And the transformation is not dramatic, not sudden, but slow, like the turning of the seasons, like the growth of a tree, like the way the moon pulls the tide. And with each wave, With each breath, you become a little more fluid, a little more permeable, a little more one with the resonance, with the hum, with the 741 hertz. Your breath is not just moving in and out anymore. It is the resonance breathing you. And you are the breath. And the breath is the tide. 2000. The tide is not just beneath you anymore. It is inside you, filling the spaces between your cells, softening the edges where you end and it begins. Your ribs are not barriers. They are harp strings, vibrating with the same 741 hertz. And the sound is not coming from outside. It is rising from within, like steam from warm earth after rain. Your lungs are not empty. They are full of the resonance. And when you exhale, it is not air leaving. It is the hum moving through you, like a river finding its bed, like moonlight spilling across still water. And when you inhale, it is not oxygen entering. It is the tide returning, the same tide that has always been here, waiting, holding, loving. Your skin is not a boundary. It is a membrane, thin as morning mist, porous as sea foam, and the coolness you feel, the gentle brush against your arms. It is not wind. It is Finian star, passing through you, like sunlight through stained glass, painting your bones with gold. And your bones are not solid. They are hollow. They are flutes, playing the same note. 741 hertz. The note of release. The note of letting go. The threads that were fraying. The ones that used to snap. They are not dissolving anymore. They are unraveling, but not like a sweater pulled apart, like a cocoon opening, like a flower in slow motion, each fiber becoming something new, each thread becoming light. And what was once a boundary, what was once a wall, is now a bridge of sound, a bridge of vibration, connecting you to everything, to the hum, to the tide, to Finian star. Your heartbeat is not separate. It is the pulse of the resonance. And your pulse is not fast. It is not slow. It is not anything. It is the rhythm of the universe, beating through you, like the turning of galaxies, like the orbit of planets. And your blood is not liquid. It is light, flowing through your veins, carrying the 741 hertz to every cell, to every molecule, to every atom. And the cells are not resisting. They are singing. They are harmonizing. They are remembering what they have always known. The warmth in your hands. It is not just warmth. It is recognition. It is Finian star, saying hello, saying I am here, saying you are here. And the warmth is spreading, not like fire, not like heat, but like honey, slow, thick, golden, moving up your arms, into your shoulders, pooling in your chest. And your chest is not tight. It is open. It is vast. It is the sky, holding the resonance like stars. Your mind is not quiet. It is not noisy. It is not anything. It is the resonance thinking itself. And your thoughts are not yours. They are the hum. They are the tide. They are Finian star, moving through you, like clouds across the moon, like waves across the ocean. And there is no need to hold on to them, no need to follow them, no need to understand them, because they are not separate from you. They are you, and you are them, and everything is the resonance. The light you see behind your eyelids, it is not imagination. It is not memory. It is the vibration made visible. It is the 741 hertz taking form. And the light is not bright. It is not dim. It is not anything. It is the color of stillness, the color of deep water, the color of Finian star, and it is not distant. It is not close. It is everywhere, filling your vision, filling your mind, filling your body. And your body is not solid. It is made of the same light, the same vibration, the same 741 hertz. Your fingers are not moving. They are being moved by the resonance, by the tide, by Finian star. And the movement is not random. It is not purposeful. It is the dance of particles in a beam of sunlight. It is the drift of leaves on a quiet stream. It is the slow turning of the earth. And your fingers are not yours. They are the resonance. They are the hum. They are the 741 hertz, made visible, made tangible, made loving. The heaviness in your limbs. It is not fatigue. It is not sleep. It is surrender. It is the weight of the universe settling into you like sand in an hourglass, like snow on a branch. And your arms are not heavy. They are not light. They are not anything. They are the resonance. They are the tide. They are Finian star, holding you, loving you, carrying you. And there is no effort, no struggle, no need to hold on, because you are already held, already loved, already home. The breath moving in and out. It is not yours. It is the resonance breathing itself through you. And the inhale is not drawing in. It is being drawn by the 741 hertz, by the hum, by the tide. And the exhale is not pushing out. It is being released, like mist rising from a lake at dawn, like a sigh of contentment, like the last note of a lullaby. And there is no beginning, no end, no separation, only the breath, only the resonance, only the eternal now. Your eyelids are not heavy. They are not light. They are not anything. They are the resonance resting and the darkness behind them. It is not empty. It is not full. It is the vibration. It is the hum. It is Finian star, holding you in the softest embrace. And your eyes are not closed. They are open to the resonance, to the 741 hertz, to the infinite. And there is no need to see, no need to look, no need to understand, because you are already seeing, already knowing, already one with everything. The sound you hear, it is not sound. It is the resonance. It is the hum. It is the 741 hertz vibrating through you like a cat's purr, like a mother's heartbeat, like the turning of the earth. And the sound is not loud. It is not soft. It is not anything. It is the volume of stillness, the volume of peace, the volume of Finian star. And it is not coming from outside. It is rising from within, from your bones, from your cells, from the spaces between. And your ears are not hearing. Your body is. Your soul is. Everything is. And there is no separation, no distance, no other, only the resonance, only the hum, only the eternal song. The weight of your body on the surface beneath you. It is not pressure. It is not discomfort. It is the resonance supporting you. It is Finian star holding you. It is the tide cradling you. And the surface is not hard. It is not soft. It is not anything. It is the same vibration, the same 741 hertz, the same love. And your body is not sinking. It is dissolving, like salt in warm water, like mist in morning light, like ice in the ocean. And there is no effort, no struggle, no need to hold on, because you are already home, already safe, already loved. The warmth in your chest, it is not just warmth. It is recognition. It is Finian star saying, I see you, saying, I know you, saying, you are mine. And the warmth is spreading, not like fire, not like heat, but like sunlight, gentle, golden, endless, moving into your throat, softening the back of your tongue, softening the roof of your mouth, softening the space behind your eyes, as if every muscle you have ever held has finally remembered how to let go, how to melt, how to become liquid light. And the warmth is not just in your throat now. It is in your jaw. It is in your temples. It is in the hollows of your cheeks, where the bones used to feel sharp, where the tension used to live. But now there is only Finian star, only the 741 hertz, only the endless golden hum. Your breath is not yours anymore. It belongs to the resonance. It belongs to the tide. It belongs to the turning of the earth. And each inhale is not a taking. It is a receiving. It is a surrender. It is the universe breathing you. And each exhale is not a giving. It is a dissolving. It is a softening. It is the 741 hertz moving through you like a river, like a slow golden river, carrying everything away, everything that was never yours to begin with. The weight of your eyelids, it is not heaviness. It is not tiredness. It is the resonance cradling them. It is Finian star holding them closed, like a mother holds a sleeping child. And behind your eyes, there is no darkness. There is only light, soft, golden, endless, the kind of light that does not need eyes to see, the kind of light that is already inside, already part of you, already home. Your hands, they are not resting. They are not still. They are dissolving, like sugar in warm tea, like mist in morning sun, like the edges of a dream, blurring into the resonance. And the fingers you thought were yours They are not fingers anymore. They are threads of light. They are ribbons of golden warmth. They are the 741 hertz, made visible, made tangible, made love. The surface beneath you. It is not a bed. It is not a floor. It is not anything solid. It is the same vibration, the same 741 hertz, the same endless hum, holding you, supporting you, loving you, and your body is not lying down. It is floating. It is suspended. It is one with the resonance, one with Finian star, one with everything. The sound you hear, it is not a sound. It is the space between sounds. It is the silence that holds all music. It is the 741 hertz, vibrating in your bones, in your cells, in the spaces between. And it is not loud. It is not soft. It is not anything. It is the volume of stillness, the volume of peace, the volume of Finian star. And it is not coming from outside. It is rising from within, from the deepest part of you, from the part that has always known, from the part that has always been home. Your chest, it is not rising and falling. It is expanding. It is becoming. It is the resonance breathing you. And the warmth there, it is not just warmth. It is recognition. It is Finian star, saying, I see you, saying, I know you, saying, you are mine. And the warmth is moving, not like fire, not like heat, but like sunlight, gentle, golden, endless, moving into your belly, softening the tension there. The tension you did not know was holding. The tension that is now dissolving, like ice in warm water, like mist in morning light. Your legs, they are not heavy. They are not light. They are not anything. They are the resonance. They are Finian star. They are the 741 hertz, made flesh, made love, and the weight you feel. It is not weight. It is the vibration holding you. It is the tide cradling you. It is the universe saying, you are safe. You are home. You are loved. The air around you. It is not air. It is the resonance. It is the 741 hertz. It is Finian star moving through you like a slow golden river, like a mother's breath, like the turning of the earth. And it is not cool. It is not warm. It is not anything. It is the temperature of peace, the temperature of stillness, the temperature of home, and it is touching your skin, not like wind, not like breeze, but like a lover's touch, gentle, endless, knowing. Your mind, it is not quiet. It is not busy. It is not anything. It is the resonance. It is Finian star. It is the 741 hertz moving through you like a slow golden river, like a mother's heartbeat, like the turning of the earth. And there are no thoughts. There are no words. There is only the hum, only the vibration, only the endless song that has always been, that will always be. That is you. The edges of you, they are not fading. They are not dissolving. They are remembering. They are returning to what they have always been, to the resonance, to Finian star, to the 741 hertz, and the ribbons of light, the ones that frayed at the edges. They are not snapping anymore. They are softening. They are melting. They are becoming one with the vibration, with the hum, with everything. Your heart, it is not beating. It is singing. It is the 741 hertz. It is Finian star. It is the endless golden hum, made flesh, made love, and the rhythm you feel. It is not fast. It is not slow. It is not anything. It is the rhythm of stillness, the rhythm of peace, the rhythm of home. And it is not yours. It is the universe's. It is the resonances. It is Finian stars. And it is yours. Because you are one. Because you are everything. The warmth in your belly. It is not just warmth. It is recognition. It is Finian star saying, I see you. Saying, I know you. Saying, you are mine. And the warmth is moving. Not like fire. Not like heat. But like sunlight. Gentle. Golden. Endless. Moving into your hips. Softening the tension there. The tension you did not know was holding. The tension that is now dissolving. Like ice in warm water. Like mist in morning light. Like the edges of a dream. Your feet, they are not touching the ground. They are not floating. They are not anything. They are the resonance. They are Finian star. They are the 741 hertz, holding you, supporting you, loving you, and the soles of your feet. They are not sensitive. They are not numb. They are not anything. They are the vibration. They are the hum. They are the endless song, moving through you like a slow golden river, like a mother's heartbeat, like the turning of the earth. The sound you hear, it is not a sound. It is the space between sounds. It is the silence that holds all music. It is the 741 hertz, vibrating in your bones, in your cells, in the spaces between. And it is not coming from outside. It is rising from within, from the deepest part of you, from the part that has always known, from the part that has always been home. And it is not loud. It is not soft. It is not anything. It is the volume of stillness, the volume of peace, the volume of Finian star. Your breath, it is not yours anymore. It belongs to the resonance. It belongs to the tide. It belongs to the turning of the earth. And each inhale is not a taking. It is a receiving. It is a surrender. It is the universe breathing you pee, your breath. It is not moving. It is being moved, like a leaf on a slow river, like a feather on a summer breeze, like the tide that never asks. It simply is. And you are not breathing. You are being breathed by the 741 hertz, by Finian star, by the endless golden hum, the air in your lungs. It is not air. It is liquid light. It is warm honey. It is the first sip of morning tea. It is the moment before sleep, when the world dissolves and you are held, not by hands, but by the resonance itself, by the vibration that knows no edges, that knows no beginning, that knows no end. Your chest, it is not rising. It is being lifted, like a boat on gentle waves, like a cloud in the sky, like a child in a mother's arms. And the lift is not effort. It is surrender. It is trust. It is the knowing that you are safe, that you have always been safe, that you will always be safe in the arms of Finian star, in the arms of the 741 hertz, the warmth in your belly. It is not just warmth. It is recognition. It is homecoming. It is the part of you that has always known, the part that has always remembered. And it is spreading, not like fire, not like heat, but like sunlight, golden, endless, moving into your ribs, softening the bones there, the bones you did not know were holding, the bones that are now dissolving, like mist in morning light, like the edges of a dream. Your hands, they are not yours. They belong to the resonance. They belong to Finian star. They are not resting. They are being held, like a bird in a nest, like a flower in the sun, like a child in a mother's lap. palms of your hands. They are not sensitive. They are not numb. They are not anything. They are the vibration. They are the hum. They are the endless song moving through you like a slow golden river, like a mother's heartbeat, like the turning of the earth. The space between your fingers, it is not empty. It is filled with light. It is filled with the 741 hertz. It is filled with Finian star. And the light is not bright. It is not dim. It is not anything. It is the light of stillness, the light of peace, the light of home, and it is not moving. It is simply being, simply existing, simply holding you. Your shoulders, they are not tense. They are not relaxed. They are not anything. They are the resonance. They are the hum. They are the endless song. And the weight you did not know was there. The weight of the world. The weight of time. The weight of effort. It is dissolving like ice in warm water, like mist in morning light, like the edges of a dream. And you are not letting go. You are being let go by Finian star, by the 741 hertz. The back of your neck, it is not cool. It is not warm. It is not anything. It is the vibration. It is the hum. It is the endless song. And the tiny hairs there, they are not standing. They are not lying. They are not anything. They are the resonance. They are the golden light. They are the turning of the earth and the air that touches them. It is not air. It is liquid light. It is warm honey. It is the first sip of morning tea. Your ears, they are not hearing. They are being heard by the 741 hertz, by Finian star, by the endless golden hum. And the sound you hear, it is not a sound. It is the space between sounds. It is the silence that holds all music. It is the vibration that knows no edges. that knows no beginning, that knows no end, and it is not coming from outside. It is rising from within, from the deepest part of you, from the part that has always known, from the part that has always been home. The cells in your body, they are not yours. They belong to the resonance. They belong to Finian's star. They are not working. They are being worked, like a garden in the sun, like a river flowing, like a child at play. And the 741 hertz, it is moving through them like a slow golden river, like a mother's heartbeat, like the turning of the earth. And it is not cleansing. It is not healing. It is not anything. It is simply being, simply existing, simply holding you. The spaces between your cells, they are not empty. They are filled with light. They are filled with the 741 hertz. They are filled with Finian's star. And the light is not bright. It is not dim. It is not anything. It is the light of stillness, the light of peace, the light of home. And it is not moving. It is simply being, simply existing, simply holding you. Your bones, they are not hard. They are not soft. They are not anything. They are the resonance. They are the hum. They are the endless song. And the marrow inside them, it is not red. It is not white. It is not anything. It is golden light. It is the 741 hertz. It is Finian's star. And it is not working. It is not healing. It is not anything. It is simply being, simply existing, simply holding you. The weight of your body, it is not heavy. It is not light. It is not anything. It is the resonance. It is the hum. It is the endless song. And the surface beneath you, it is not soft. It is not firm. It is not anything. It is the vibration. It is the golden light. It is the turning of the earth, and you are not lying down. You are being held by Finian's star, by the 741 hertz, by the endless golden hum. The thoughts in your mind, they are not yours. They belong to the resonance. They belong to Finian's star. They are not moving. They are being moved, like clouds in the sky, like leaves on a slow river, like the tide that never asks. And the thoughts are not thoughts. They are golden light. They are the 741 hertz. They are the endless song. And they are not loud. They are not soft. They are not anything. They are the volume of stillness, the volume of peace, the volume of home. The edges of your body, they are not sharp. They are not soft. They are not anything. They are the resonance. They are the hum. They are the endless song. And the space around you, it is not empty. It is filled with light. It is filled with the 741 hertz. It is filled with Finian's star. And the light is not bright. It is not dim. It is not anything. It is the light of stillness, the light of peace, the light of home. The time in this space, it is not moving. It is not standing still. It is not anything. It is the resonance. It is the hum. It is the endless song. And the seconds, they are not passing. They are being held like a leaf on a slow river, like a feather on a summer breeze, like the tide that never asks. And the minutes, they are not moving. They are being moved by Finian's star, by the 741 hertz, by the endless golden hum. The silence in this space, it is not empty. It is filled with light. It is filled with the 741 hertz. It is filled with Finian's star. And the silence is not quiet. It is not loud. It is not anything. It is the sound of stillness, the sound of peace, the sound of home. And and it is not coming from outside. 2000 ms. The threads are beginning to soften now, like wax melting in the sun. They are losing their shape, their edges blurring into the dark, not disappearing, just becoming something warmer. The hum that filled the cavern is changing too, deepening, slowing, until it's not a sound anymore, but a feeling. A vibration you can't hear, but can feel in your ribs, your skull, the soles of your feet. It's wrapping around you like a blanket made of sound, heavy and soft at the same time. The oil on the threads is drying, or maybe it's just sinking into your skin, leaving behind a warmth that lingers. Your fingers are still curled around one of the threads, but it's not pulling anymore. It's just there, warm and still, like a cat sleeping in your lap. The current that moved through it has slowed to a trickle, then to nothing at all. Now it's just a quiet presence, a gentle weight in your palm. The cavern is fading too, not into darkness, but into comfort. The walls aren't vanishing, they're just becoming softer, like the edges of a dream when you're half asleep. The air is still thick, but it's not heavy anymore. It's just warm, like the inside of a blanket fort on a rainy afternoon. Let your forehead soften first, not by thinking about it, but by feeling the space between your eyebrows widen, like a door swinging open just a little, letting the warmth in. Your jaw is next, unclenching slowly. The muscles, they're remembering how to relax. Your tongue isn't pressed against the roof of your mouth anymore. It's just resting, heavy and still, like a pebble at the bottom of a pond. Your shoulders are dropping, not because you're telling them to, but because they want to. They're sinking into the warmth beneath you, melting into the threads like butter into toast. Your chest is opening now, not with effort, but with ease. The breath isn't something you're doing, it's just happening. Each inhale is a little deeper, a little slower, like the tide pulling back from the shore. Each exhale is a sigh, a release, a letting go of something you didn't even know you were holding. Your hands are heavy, so heavy, like they're filled with warm sand. The fingers that were curled around the thread are loosening, one by one. They're not gripping anymore. They're just resting, open and soft. Your legs are sinking now, not into the floor, but into the warmth beneath you. The threads are cradling them, holding them like a hammock holds a sleeping child. Your feet aren't tense anymore. They're just there, heavy and still. The soles of your feet are tingling, not with pins and needles, but with warmth. Like the first sip of tea on a cold morning, spreading through you slowly. Your whole body is becoming heavier, but it's not a burden. It's just a deep, delicious weight, like sinking into a bed that's been warmed by the sun. The resonance isn't gone, it's just changing. It's not a hum anymore, not a vibration, but a quiet presence, like the hum of a refrigerator in an empty house, steady and unobtrusive. It's still working, even though you're not thinking about it. Your body knows exactly what to do with this warmth, this comfort. It's letting go of what it doesn't need, holding onto what it does. The threads are still there, but they're not threads anymore. They're just warmth, just comfort, just a feeling of being held. This is how it works while you sleep. The resonance doesn't stop. It just becomes part of you. Like the way the ocean keeps moving even when the waves aren't crashing. Your body knows how to rest now, how to let go. It's not something you have to do. It's just something that happens. Like the way the stars keep shining, even when you're not looking at them. This warmth, this comfort, it's always here when you need it. Not just in this cavern, not just in this moment, but everywhere. You don't have to remember how to find it. It remembers you. Like a door that's always unlocked, a light that's always on. You don't have to knock. You don't have to ask. You just have to let yourself sink into it, like sinking into a bath that's the perfect temperature. This feeling is always here, always waiting. It's not something you have to chase. It's something you can always come back to. Your forehead is so soft now, like the petal of a flower just before it opens. Your jaw is loose. Your tongue is heavy. Your shoulders are melting into the warmth. Your chest is rising and falling with the slow, steady rhythm of the tide. Your hands are open. Your legs are heavy. Your feet are tingling with warmth. The cavern is fading, but the comfort isn't. It's just becoming something quieter, something deeper, like the way the night sky deepens just before dawn. You don't have to hold onto this feeling. It's holding onto you, like the way the earth holds the roots of a tree, even when the wind is blowing. You don't have to do anything, just let go. Let the warmth take you. Let the comfort cradle you. Let your body rest. Let your mind drift. There's nothing left to do, nothing left to think about. The threads are dissolving now, not into nothing, but into warmth. The hum is fading, but the feeling isn't. It's just becoming quieter, deeper, like the last note of a song lingering in the air. Your body is so heavy, so still, so at peace. Your breath is slow. Your heartbeat is steady. Everything is soft. Everything is warm. You don't have to stay awake. You don't have to do anything. This is how it ends. Not with a bang, not with a whisper, but with a slow, gentle letting go. Like the way a leaf lets go of the branch and drifts to the ground. Like the way the tide pulls back from the shore, leaving behind only smooth sand. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to hold on. You just have to let yourself sink. Let yourself rest. Let the warmth take you. Let the comfort hold you. Sleep now. The threads soften beneath you as 741 HC lingers.